Hey Zaners, welcome to the Saints TV Round 22 review. Just got home, did the live review on Facebook, so you can catch my full reaction on there, but this is kind of my summarized feelings after the drive home, and got ourselves to blame. That's all I can say. We went down by 15 points. That's pretty much our season done unless a miracle happens, and we had our chances. We had our fucking chances to beat the Lions tonight, and we couldn't do it. And that just shows the level where we're at the moment. And why we aren't playing finals this year. And that's because we just don't hit the target. We don't kick the goal when it counts. And tonight we had chances in that game to hit a target and kick a goal when it was meaningful. And, not the third quarter was good. We got back into the game, 5-1, thanks to Mason Wood and good pressure on the ball and actually hitting targets on leads and kicking goals and kicking straight, But we did the exact opposite in the fourth term. And I don't think we kicked a goal in the last quarter. We had, I reckon, 4 or 5 set shots. King had a couple. Membry had one. Winhager had another. There were multiple chances to build a lead. Even just before 3/4 time, Brad Hill to Membry. Membry misses the kick. Big chance, And the Lions were okay. They were by no means at their best, and they built up a nice lead, and that was off the back of us playing really stupid defensive, stagnant football in the first half. And again, for some reason, we waited until we were 20 points down to actually start playing exciting, fast football. That happens to be the best way for us to win games. And our third term this week was the second term last week. When you look at it, it was the same situation. Go down, start shit, go behind by 20-odd points, fight back, play exciting football, build some hope, and then crash and burn. And that's exactly what happened again. So we're just not built for these moments yet, or ever, really. And things always seem to go against us, and I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself and for the club, because I know that it's our own doing. The fact that we're in this situation tonight to win a game, to make finals, is our own doing. Losing to Port Adelaide in Cairns and losing to Essendon are two of the games that I won't forgive this year. One being away to Cairns, that we sold the home game, and then the other one was Spud's game, playing a team in the bottom 4 at the time. And we're where we're at now, and where we deserve to be, I believe. I'm going to be blunt with you. I really believe we got what we deserved this year with the way that we went about it, and we got what we deserved tonight with the way we went about it. We missed targets and missed goals late, and they went up the other end and kicked shitty goals out the back. Cam Rayner turned into Dusty Martin in the last quarter and kicked 3 off his own boot in the last quarter and won them the game. And that's what happens when you miss your chances. The opposition, when they're good, like Brisbane are, take their chances and they make you pay. And they're the number 1 ranked team off turnover for goals, and we gave them a lot of turnovers and they kicked goals from it. Key positives out of the game was Marcus Winhager, Mitch Owens, Nasai Wanganeen-Malira and Mason Wood kicking 4 goals. Good on you, Mason Wood. He showed some fight. He showed some heart. He knew what was at stake tonight, and he played like it. Half the team didn't look like it. Jack Steele had 13 disposals tonight. I don't know if he was injured. I don't know if he's being tagged. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're captain of a footy club, and this is a big game where you're fighting to play finals, you need to do a bit more than that. You need to will your side. Go forward. Push forward. Kick a goal. Do whatever it takes. It's whatever it takes in a game like this. It's not whatever the coach says over the phone. It's whatever you think is right in the moment. You bloody do it. And we didn't do that enough tonight, Backline, again, stood tall. Only conceded the 81 points to a very, very high-scoring Brisbane Lions outfit. Handled their tools well. They got a few cheap goals out the back and a few free kicks and whatnot. But generally, I thought they handled themselves well without Josh Battle there. I thought Jared Lynott was actually pretty good. And they kept us in the game in the first quarter. They had so many inside 50s, so many chances to kick goals, and the back line stood tall. Again, the forward line got going in the third, but again, it's not just a 1-quarter game, it's a 4-quarter game, and we only played the 1 quarter this week. The first was okay. We were lucky to be within a point with the amount of chances Brisbane had early, but we pegged them back, stabilised. Second quarter, they got a bit more bang for buck. Third quarter, we turned it around 5-1. And then the fourth quarter, we had our chances to ice the game, essentially like the third quarter, and we couldn't take it. And when you don't take your chances, you deserve to lose. And it makes me sick, but again, it's another lost year. It's another year of what if this happened, or why didn't that happen, or what is this club doing moving forward? And now we're going to go into an off season and hope that things work out and we make the right calls and all that shit. So it's just, apologies for being really blunt, but it's just really annoying that it's another year down the drain and no finals. Like, at the very least, just to make the top 8, just to be in the top 8 teams is hard enough for this club. Like, we just need to pull our fingers out somewhere. I don't know what it'll take. I don't know where it needs to start. But the whole culture, the whole foundation, the whole organisation of the club needs to be reviewed, needs to be looked at, because it's kind of getting very repetitive just complaining about not making finals and then getting excited at the hope of finals. We have to remember we were 8-3 at the bye. 8-3. We're now, 11-11, I think? That's 3 wins and 8 losses since. That's just not a good second half of the year if you're being completely honest and you're reviewing Ratton's performance. Great first half of the year, terrible second half of the year. So we are at where we probably deserve to be, right in the middle of the road. We are a middle of the road club, and until our best forwards can kick straight and kick in really important moments in a game, we're going to be struggling to win games. So I think we really do need to get a Matthew Lloyd in and stop being stubborn about it. Get Matthew Lloyd to work with Max King, work with the forward line, Jason Dunstall, Tony Lockett. There are so many good kicks. Get Fraser Gehrig down. He knew how to kick a footy. We just need to be a bit more ambitious with our appointments. And, first step is, I think, some good news. Lenny Hayes, we're looking at getting him back to the club and hopefully at a midfield assistant coach capacity like he was at GWS. That would be amazing. But I think, those are the changes we need to be looking at. And tonight's just one of those nights. It's just basically summarised our year, Good patches, really exciting, gets you off your seat, you think there's hope, and then eventually there's a missed kick, there's a missed goal, opposition kicks a goal, and the final siren goes, and you're like, oh, okay, we lost, in a blink of an eye. So I was finding myself trying to get myself excited for the game, like at the game, and even the third term, every goal went through. I think a few Mason Wood goals got me up, like the one where he ran and took the game on and kicked the goal, the floater that went through, that got me up and about. And Max King's mark in the pack. But apart from that, I was just kind of like had this impeding doom on my shoulders. Like, don't get too excited, Jakey, because things could change. This is St Kilda. And I don't think things changed too much. I thought we still played pretty well in the fourth term. Like, we went through the guts, we hit targets. We had a lot of set shots, which is an indication that we actually hit targets on a lead. It's just that we didn't actually hit the target in between the big sticks, unfortunately. So, that's where we're at. Another season. We're still technically a mathematical chance. I'm not going to hope on that at all. I'm really just assuming that it's not going to be our year. But hey, if Carlton get blown out of the water in the next 2 games and we find ourselves still a chance of making finals with percentage, that would be amazing. But that's going to, again, relying on other results is not the way I want to make finals. So I'll leave it there, saying is if you want to see my more intense, I guess, stretched out review, that's on the Facebook page at Saints TV on Facebook, but this is my kind of compact review. Hopefully you appreciate it. I really want to hear your thoughts, Saints. Give me your emotional, what are you feeling right now? Where to? What do we have to do to become a top 8 team? Not a premiership team, just a bloody top 8 team. Just a team that can be competent in a year and make finals and compete. What needs to be done, and how are you feeling about this season? Is it a failed season? Is it a pass because we got Windy some games, Owen some games, Nasai? I thought Windy and Owens in particular were outstanding tonight with their heat on the footy. Owens throwing his body at the football, tackling like a beast. Win Hager going head to head with Lockie Neal and hitting packs, hitting targets, being clean with the football. They're going to be such exciting players to watch. So I'd love to hear your thoughts, Sainers. And as always, if you watch this video and you enjoyed it, please like it. And subscribe to the channel as well. It'd really mean a lot. We're nearly on 5,000 subscribers, I think, or 4,000, I think. keep getting my numbers mixed up. But it'd be great if you hit subscribe, and I'll be back hopefully over the weekend for player ratings, maybe some fan cams, and obviously the Saints TV podcast with Marshy and Joycey on Monday nights. So until then, Sainers, I know it is an absolute shit sandwich to be served on a Friday night, but still find a way to enjoy your weekend, get away from footy, go and enjoy time with some friends and family, and I'll see you fresh and ready to go for another big week next week on Saints TV. So until then, Sainers, enjoy your weekend. And as always, even after a loss like this, even after another potentially failed season, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.